If you're the sort of player that gets really nervous when they play matches, then this video is going to be very helpful for you. I'm going to show you a simple technique that you can use in between points and in between games to calm your nerves so that then you can play better. If you find the video helpful, it'd be great if you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel before, it always really helps me out if you could do that as well. So this is going to be a three-part technique. We're basically going to do three different things at the same time to help calm our system down. We'll go through them one by one and then we'll add them together at the end. The first one is really simple. You're just going to control your visual focus. So I could do this by just standing looking at my strings, but it doesn't have to be my strings. I could just stand there and I could look at a stone that's on the floor, but just something to lock my visual focus in so that I'm not looking around and getting distracted by different things. I just want to narrow my focus. So that is part one. Part two is we're going to be working on controlling our breathing. So the way that we breathe is heavily tied into our nervous system. A stressed breath is this. A relaxed breath is going to be a long, slow exhalation based breath. So if we try and slow our breathing down, so maybe I breathe in through my nose and then try and breathe out through my mouth nice and slowly. So I'm going to purse my lips like this to create a bit of pressure and just breathe out slowly through my mouth. That is going to start to slow my breathing down, which is going to activate my parasympathetic nervous system, so the rest and digest system, which is going to help to calm the nervous system down. Now, depending on how intense your point was, you might be out of breath. So if you've just played a really hard point, you're really breathing hard, it's going to be a little bit harder to suddenly start to control your breathing and slow it down, but you're just going to do the best you can. And you can actually train this over time. The more you work on your breathing and trying to slow your breathing down, you can also work on trying to lower your heart rate at the same time. That can be a really beneficial skill to work on, but at the start, you're just going to try and control your breathing while you're looking at your strings. And then the third thing that we're going to do is we're going to think about our feet. So we're going to think about the contact with our feet on the floor. And that's it. But it's really directing your attention. It's going to prevent your mind from racing and wandering and thinking about different things. You can't stress about how much you suck and how much your friends are going to hate you if you don't win the match, if you're concentrating properly on the things that I've described. So I'm going to control my vision. I'm trying to slow my breathing down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, trying to take maybe twice as long to exhale as I took to inhale, and then thinking about my feet and the contact with my feet and the ground, or on the ground. And if I do those things at the same time and I train myself to get better at that and not get distracted by other stuff, it can be a really effective way to calm your nerves down and to help you play better during matches. So give it a go and see how you get on. And if you found this helpful or you find this type of video helpful, there are actually other things that you can do to improve your ability to calm your nerves in addition to what we've talked about here. Because sometimes there can be things going on behind the scenes with how your system is functioning that can increase the likelihood that you're going to get stressed out. So a common one is a visual system that doesn't work optimally. So then you've got all this visual stress coming in, and that adds to the stress and the pressure of the match situation. Same thing goes on if your balance system isn't working as well as it needs to. You're playing tennis and your balance system is a little bit off, and now your brain is stressed out by that, in addition to the pressure from the match situation, and that can lead to things really boiling over the edge. So there are things that you can do about that. If you'd like to learn more about it, I invite you to my next Neuro Tennis Challenge. These are free 5-day events where I teach you how to use brain-based training to improve different aspects of your game. I'll place a link to it down in the description, or you can go to neurotennis.net/challenge to register. Okay? Any questions or comments about using this technique? Otherwise, go out there, give it a go, see how you get on. If you get positive results, come back and leave me a comment. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.